Have you ever been texting someone, having a smooth, fun conversation, and then suddenly they go silent? You send a message, they open it, and the universe instantly decides, yes, it's time to humble you. Your notification bar, empty. Your last message, delivered, read, and ignored. Your dignity, slightly shaken, but still standing. And the worst part? You start talking to yourself like a detective with insomnia. Did I say something wrong? Should I have used fewer emojis? Was my LOL too loud? Relax. Put the phone down gently. This is not the end of your romantic, social, or texting career. Because here's the truth. People don't text back for reasons that almost never match the dramatic movie happening in your head. Most of it has nothing to do with your value, attractiveness, personality, or message quality. So let's break it down, not in a boring lecture way, but in a way that actually makes sense, feels familiar, and makes you laugh at how human we all are. Some people simply don't feel emotional urgency. This one stings a little, but we're being honest here. When someone feels genuinely excited, curious, or connected, texting becomes natural. They reply quickly without overthinking it. Why? Because emotion creates momentum. But when they don't feel that spark, texting becomes a chore they mentally bookmark for later, which usually means never. This isn't your fault. It's human nature. People prioritize the conversations that stimulate them, engage them, or emotionally activate them. Think about it. You reply to the things that matter most to you. So do they. Some people are stressed, overwhelmed, and mentally logged out. Life gets loud. People get tired. Brains get overloaded. When someone is worn out, texting feels less like communication and more like another task on an endless to-do list. Some people don't shut you out because they don't care. They shut down because their brain goes into low power mode. Psychologists call this cognitive overload. But I call it, don't ask me anything, I'm barely alive. And this has nothing to do with your message, your personality, or your value. Some people like attention, but hate reciprocating it. Welcome to the world of breadcrumbing, where people text you just enough to keep your hope alive, but never enough to build anything real. They enjoy your presence. They enjoy your energy. They enjoy knowing you're available, but they do not enjoy investing back. This isn't a communication issue. This is a lazy emotional strategy. Some people are talking to multiple people, and you're not the primary tab. Modern texting is basically multitasking with feelings. Some people juggle multiple conversations, not because you're not interesting, but because their attention is split between different people, apps, and emotional priorities. This is not about attractiveness or worth. It's about capacity and choice. It hurts, but it's real. Some people have avoidant communication styles. Attachment style plays a huge role in texting behavior. If someone has an avoidant attachment style, any message that feels slightly emotional, intimate, or connective may trigger a silent retreat. They're not ignoring you, they're avoiding the feeling behind the conversation. To you, it's just a message. To them, it's pressure. Their silence is not rejection, it's self-protection. If someone isn't texting you back, it isn't automatically because you're boring, unattractive, said something wrong, or the conversation died. Most of the time, people's texting behavior reflects their capacity, clarity, intentions, and emotional bandwidth, not your worth. But wait, there's still more, because the second half of this goes even deeper. The hidden emotional motives, the behavioral patterns, and the secret reasons people respond instantly to some messages, but ignore others. Now that we've warmed up, let's get into the juicier, more psychological, and more painfully relatable truths. You deserve clarity, and also a little laughter therapy. Some people reply only when they need something. They're not ignoring you, they're just selective. Selective with effort, selective with attention, selective with presence. These are the situational communicators. They text when they're bored, lonely, craving attention, looking for validation, or needing emotional warmth.
But the moment you ask for consistency, they vanish like a Snapchat message. To them, your connection is not priority, it's convenience. Some people don't know how to end a conversation, so they just disappear. Not everyone has the emotional courage to say, "Hey, I need a break," or "I'm not in a talking mood right now." Instead, they choose the national anthem of avoiders: silence. It's not right, but it's real. Some people genuinely don't know how to communicate boundaries. Some people feel misunderstood, so replying stresses them out. When someone feels judged, pressured, or unseen, they may avoid texting because it forces them to feel emotions they're not ready to deal with. Tiny messages become heavy. Normal replies feel draining. Communication feels like confrontation, so they ghost the discomfort. Some people are battling their own insecurities. Silence isn't always arrogance. Sometimes it's insecurity. I don't know what to say. I don't want to sound stupid. I don't want to overshare. I don't want to be annoying. People underestimate how many texts are left unsent because someone doubted themselves.
Some people simply aren't good communicators, and you are. If someone has poor communication habits in general, your great texting skills won't fix them. Some people are inconsistent, easily distracted, emotionally distant, forgetful, socially anxious, avoidant, or unintentional. Expecting consistency from someone who isn't consistent with themselves will always hurt. Some people were never meant to stay. Texting just revealed it early. Texting exposes a person's character faster than real-life interactions. How someone texts tells you how much they prioritize you, how emotionally available they are, how respectful they are, how intentional they are, how mature they are, and how much effort they're willing to give. Silence is not always punishment. Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes the universe uses unread messages to redirect you. And finally, some people don't text back because they're not your person. And that's okay, because the ones who are meant for you will make communication feel light, natural, easy, and consistent. With them, you won't panic. You won't doubt. You won't overthink. You won't analyze emojis. When someone values you, their effort won't be confusing. Their replies will match your energy. Their interest will match your rhythm. Their presence will match your heart. Texting behavior reflects emotional maturity, communication style, intention, attachment patterns, and personal priorities, not your value. If someone isn't texting back, it's not because you're not attractive. It's not because you're not interesting. It's not because you're not worth the reply. It's simply because they don't have the emotional capacity, clarity, or connection to match you. And that's your sign to stop waiting. Stop refreshing the chat. Stop rehearsing messages in your head. The right people won't make you decode silence. They'll reply with certainty, every time. If this video hit home or hit your ego a little, go ahead and tap like. And if you want more funny, honest psychology breakdowns, subscribe. I promise to keep your phone buzzing, even if theirs doesn't.